Hey friends, today what we're going to work on is representing division. You're going to see a lot of similarities to multiplication. And division can be used to find the number of objects in equal groups. So for example, we might know that we have 12 total. And then we're going to divide those 12 into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups. And so how many objects are in each group? That's what we don't know, so we can count that up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's continue on. When 12 pumpkins are divided into 4 equal groups, there are 3 pumpkins in each group. The result of a division problem is the quotient. Can you echo that? Quotient. There's that word. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 3 is the quotient. What is 3 again? The quotient. Good. So if I ask you for the answer of a division problem, I might ask, what is the quotient? Division can be used to find the number of objects in equal groups. For example, when 12 oranges are divided into 4 equal groups, there are 3 oranges in each group. The result of a division problem is the quotient. There's that word again. This is the equation for the model. 12 divided by 4 equals 3, and 3 is the quotient. We can also use division to find the number of equal groups when sharing objects. So when 12 oranges are divided into groups of 3 oranges each, there are 4 equal groups. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Another way to show a division is to make an array. Remember those arrays from last week, friends? This array of 32, so there's 32 total, and it's divided into 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has 4 objects in each row, and it has 8 equal rows. So basically what you do is you have the total 32, and you count by 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4, until you get to 32. 5, 6, 7, 8, keep going. 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and 32. So do you see how I made 32, 4 in each row, and I have 8 total rows to give me that equation. 32 divided by 4 equals 8. So another way, suppose you have 28 counters. Here's another example. You're going to divide the counters into groups of 7 counters each. Then divide the 28 counters into 7 equal groups. You're going to explain how each situation describes the quotient of 28 divided by 7. So you can use the strategy of counters or equal groups. So it says find the number of groups. Remember that number? I like to circle that number when we have a story problem. We're going to make 7 groups, make groups of 7 counters until you run out of counters. So here's one group, and then as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in each. So you're going to continue making more groups of 7 until you count up to 28, and we're going to stop at 28. I'm going to circle that number. So find the number in each group, make 7 groups, place an equal number of counters in each group. Count the number of counters in each group. There are 4 counters in each group. Okay, so then you can explain the situation. In the first situation here, 28 divided by 7 shows the number of groups when 28 counters are divided into groups of 7 counters each. The second situation, 28 divided by 7, shows the number of counters in each group when 28 counters are divided into 7 groups. So the quotient of 28 divided by 7 describes the number of groups when 28 counters are divided into groups of 7 counters each. It also describes the number of counters in each group when 28 counters are divided into 7 groups. Remember, an area model is made of square tiles, and it's very similar to an array. So suppose you know the total number of square tiles and the number of square tiles in each row. You can divide to find the number of rows. We did this in class today. For example, Tony is using 8 square tiles to make a design. He will place 4 square tiles in each row. How many rows will Tony make? We're going to find the quotient. So we're first going to shade one row of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. and then another row of 4 to give me 8. So count the number of rows, 1, 2, that were made. An area model with a total of 8 square tiles and 4 square tiles in each row has 2 rows. The quotient is 2. So Tony will make 2 rows of square tiles. 8 divided by 4 equals 2 to give me that equation. And remember, the quotient means the answer. All right, friends, I'm going to have you guys go into Schoology, practice this a little bit. You can use any array, area model, or equal groups that make sense to you to help you solve it too. All right, friends, we'll see you in class tomorrow. Thanks for working so hard. Bye.